All right. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Scattered Rollers, where we may all be in different places. However, we are all unified by story. We are the Queen's Congress, and let us begin with our story tonight. Oh, boy. How is everybody doing tonight?
I'm ready to play some D&D.
So ready.
Do it.
Oh yeah, ready to get it started.
All right.
Nervous.
Fun times to be had all around.
Woo.
Now, picking up from last time, everybody was trying to relax due to the after being trapped in a palace for a little while, with fights being had, but everybody now relaxing. GORTHOCK challenging the Knight Commander to drinks, old friends being met, and new family members being made. And for one, new powers found. Which is where we begin. So, what are you guys doing? Who's doing what?
GORTHOCK is currently taking off the top part of his armor, now trying to relax, going back to his natural...
Which side do you take off first? The side that has the scales?
The side that, has the left side where he starts revealing his old tattoo of the Raven Talons.
Okay. Yep. Sounds good.
So he starts unbuckling everything and starts taking off and putting in his bag.
Sure. Those are very interesting tattoos. You hear as coming up, sashaying up to you is this blue dragonborn holding two flagons. And he's just walking up to you. Those are very interesting tattoos. And he just kind of extends one of the mugs and places it in front of you very gingerly.
GORTHOCK is never going to say no to L.
And he just kind of leans up against the bar and he's just...
Thank you. It's this one, Raven Talons, GORTHOCK's old mercenary group.
Oh yes, that's very interesting, but what I'm more interested in, big boy. And he runs and he grabs your arm and he pulls the arm that has the dragon scales and he pulls it closer to him and he goes, "This is what I'm more interested in."
GORTHOCK not know what that is.
And he lifts one of the dragon scales with his nails and he pulls it. And it feels like you're pulling skin. It feels like he's pulling skin, but he goes, "That, my boy, is dragon scales. And he lowers his robes down over his shoulder, showing that being a dragon, you can see
he's just covered.
Oh, he's just covered in scales. And he goes, "I have all over me." And he folds him back up. "I'm so sorry. Where are my manners?" "Davos Whitefang, at your service. Simple librarian to the Silver Dawn. However, I am very good with arcanes."
GORTHOCK strong arm. When GORTHOCK find that he had these scales, GORTHOCK also find he has powers.
And he looks you over, and he goes, and he kind of starts doing this thing where he's grabbing you, and trying to size you up. He has very soft hands for a dragonborn. Which is very unsettling. He moisturizes very much. And he goes... and he goes, somebody of your size shouldn't be able to cast. You're very, and he goes, you're very interesting, and he boops you on the nose. That's exactly what he does. And as you look around, Gorthok, you see there's a couple of people that are just like, oh god.
This
And
confused Gorthok so much.
I have the most awkward boner.
Gorthok's really trying to change the subject here. And then he tries doing what he was experimenting with before, the shocking grasp.
Okay.
As electrical current, as he knows now how to trigger electrical current starts running through his arm and to his hand, just in a short.
Very exciting.
In what way?
And he starts channeling full lightning bolt status in between his hands. And it's just crackling, and and it dissipates.
Not to be outdone, Gorthok points his arm up to the sky, and then he starts.
Oh, no. If you want to show me something, you'll have to take me to a room.
Oh!
Ooh, okay.
Gorthok thinks that he destroyed him with this.
And he just kind of goes, it's not what I meant, but fine. If whenever you will decide to come back to Western, why don't you come see me in my library in the Silver Dawn? I might be able to help you understand what all of this. And he just glides his hand over your scales on your arm. I might be able to help you understand where these came from. Bye. And he walks away. I've been waiting so long to introduce Darvos Whitefang. Some of you have met him. I think actually Aura met him.
I met him too.
And Twig's met it. And I've been waiting to bring him out for the rest of you because he is very interesting character.
Special.
But just takes his cell and just starts chugging it.
Yeah. and it's at this point one of the other guys comes up to you and he goes and he puts his hand on your shoulder and he goes, I know. He does that to literally all of the men in the guild.
Gorthok do that kind of contact with ladies.
Yep. We know, big guy. And he just pats you on the back. We know. We've all done it.
Gonna go.
Yeah,
somewhere.
go cleanse your mind from that one.
Yeah. Gorthok.
And the guy just kind of like drops his head onto the bar. Because he's seen it before, you know. Everybody else, what are we doing? Who's next?
Twiggin's going to go find himself something to drink.
Which is heading back to the crowd. And you can see that it has slowed down a bit now that everybody's had the initial first round. Some people have gone back for more, while others are slowly sipping on one and just chatting amongst people. You do see Azalon Drake, who's just holding papers, and he's passing them out to a couple of the resistance members.
I'm going to just try to avoid eye contact with most people and just go for the drink and double fist 2 drinks and just start pounding them down.
Okay. Sure. And it's at this point now that you feel a hand slap you on your back. What's wrong? And you look over and then you see the Knight Commander sit down next to you. What's wrong with you?
He started trembling a little bit and he sat down.
This is the first time anybody has seen you since you all returned.
I believe I failed the team.
If you wish to discuss business, then we can do this elsewhere. And he stands up. Come, follow. And he will walk past Aslan and he puts his hand on his shoulder and he whispers something to him. He walks away. And he starts walking into town.
I follow.
Okay. He brings you to the town hall, which was the infirmary, but has now been cleared out because everybody, when the Silver Dawn arrived, everybody was able to get healed a lot quicker. So he brings you inside, and he sits down on one of the chairs. So tell me, what's wrong?
I was foolish, reckless, tried to think that I could handle it on my own.
Well, we all have that every now and then. But your friends, they went to go save you. Yes?
I attacked my friend. Too weak to keep him from taking control of me.
Well, nobody can help being taken over. Not even me. If I was to be overcome, Aslan knows what to do. Which is why I trust him. I believe that any other members of the guild would also know what to do if I were to start attacking them. You have to learn how to trust those that you serve with. I know it's not easy to do, but it is something that we all need to learn. I am not going to kick you out of the guild. You're valuable, and you're good at what you do. I hear things. I know what goes on in my guild.
He just sits there and listens for a moment.
So you tell me, what is it that you are looking to do? What is it you're looking to get out of all of this?
When I first came here, my original goal was to try and find my father. But it seems now that my goal has shifted. The only thing that I can think about is taking revenge.
Revenge is a very powerful motivator. It's also a very dangerous one. I should know. And he takes off one of his gauntlets, and you see just claws and bite marks all over his arm.
My body is something I'm not concerned about. When I was under the control of that drow, I had been tortured.
But the scars, I carry physical scars. You carry emotional scars. It's all something that we eventually carry. This is not easy. This line of work. The hunting, the protecting, everything. It's not easy. And I've seen good men come and go because they could not handle it. But I've also seen men and women come through my doors and go through something to keep moving forward, to keep pushing on, because the team that they are with needed them.
I feel I'm more of a nuisance than anything.
Why?
Every plan I've had just backfired in my face.
Well, then maybe it's time you stop making plans. And he just kind of like looks at you, just smiles. It's not a bad thing to not make the plans. Trust me. I don't make plans either. I just kind of go and swing.
I wish I could be like that.
But the thing is, though, is you're smarter than that. So therefore, you don't have to do that. It's not a bad thing to want to make a plan. However, it becomes a bad thing when you try to act out a whole plan on your own without bringing it up to the rest of the group.
Preach.
He's seen it before, so he knows exactly how to deal with this.
Hey,
That's why there are team captains. Because if somebody in the team decides to make a plan, they talk it over with the team leader. Think about it.
what would your course of action have been?
Scream. Get pissed off. Break a wall. If I was not the leader of the team, I would abruptly yell at them and curse them out until they saw my way. But if they did not see my way, then I'd have to live with it.
Sounds like someone I already know.
But it's not a bad thing to listen and eventually just have to take orders. It's not a bad thing. I started just like the rest of you. I'm the third leader of the Silver Dawn.
I've been thinking it over for a long time now, whether or not I should try to walk my own path. But I'm not sure it will serve me any better than staying.
If you walk out those doors by yourself and you get into trouble, there will be nobody to come get you. You stay here with these men and women. They will always have your back. And granted, there will be the inter-team fighting. There's always one that I have to sit and break up. But at the end of the day, in your case, at the end of the day, you are a member of the Queen's Congress. And you will always be a member of the Queen's Congress. Think it over. Let me know by the end of the night what you decide to do. If you must talk amongst your friends, I'm sure you can find them. But you will also always have a home here at the Silver Dawn. If you do decide to leave, we will always welcome you back. But I do implore you, please, I am asking you to stay. The Queen's Congress is the best team I've ever fucking had in this godforsaken guild.
Is that an order?
It's a recommendation.
Then I will stay.
All right, then. And he stands up, and he puts his hands on your shoulders. Now go out there and fucking enjoy the party. That's an order.
Just kind of strings away. Like, what are you doing?
and he will pat you on the shoulders, and he will walk out.
It really was.
I love that.
Thank you. Thank
Such an
you.
emotional
Lily was
moment.
standing there, a little confused.
I was
Yep.
sitting here just like,
Yeah.
just like,
Yep.
holy shit.
Yeah. The Knight Commander is he's probably one of my best.
I can reminds me of the first turn I had.
He will tell you straight.
Um,
Who else? Anybody?
Almanar would like to.
Sure.
So he's just. Is it still the same night, or is it the next day?
It's still the same night. The night has not ended.
Okay. How long has it been?
You guys got back around, I believe, 4-ish, 4 or 5-ish
Sure.
in the evening. So it's probably been about a good hour and a half. So it's probably about
Okay.
like roughly
He'd
like.
still be like meditating and just
Okay.
soul searching. Okay.
That being said,
Me and Dexy are in a place.
yep, we'll get to that. Oh no.
I've taken off my scale mail.
Okay.
I've laid my shield aside, and I've
Sure.
changed into kind of like just my, I guess, vestments. Just
Sure,
kind of
sure.
and just laid out a little bedroll in the tree line, and just kind of just sitting there, and
Meditating,
like
praying,
kneeling, sitting on my heels, just kind of the eyes closed, looking down.
praying, meditating. You know,
Mhm.
like,
Thinking a lot about my father, and
okay,
I remember him telling me about my mother, and just
okay,
trying to recall anything he would have said
okay.
about anything about a sibling or any other kind of person.
You don't remember much about that. But what you do feel, though, is warmth. And you hear a woman's voice. What troubles you?
I feel like my path has gotten more complicated than I thought it would.
Most paths usually are. It is never easy. But the road to redemption and the path of the light always finds its way to one another.
But how could I? What am I supposed to do with him? How am I supposed to treat him? I do not see him as a brother. I don't see how I could. I didn't even know he existed until a few minutes ago. I don't know.
In time, all things come in time.
If I can't even handle this, how am I supposed to talk to her? How am I supposed to see her? How am I supposed to meet her and get to know her?
All things come in time. You walk the path that you must, and you believe what you must.
Am I walking the right path?
That is up to you to decide. That is not. I cannot intervene in that. I cannot intervene in that. You know this.
I feel like if I could just talk to him one more time, He just kind of puts his head down and just sighs.
You do feel a warm embrace, though. Almost as like a comforting embrace.
I open my eyes.
There is nobody there. However,
I said, however.
no, but however, yeah. And then you looked
I was
up.
like, waiting.
And then you looked
I
up.
was like,
No, but you looked up, so you figured it out.
oh, okay.
No, you figured it out. You knew exactly what that was.
Yeah. Look up. Suppose I shouldn't loathe for too long. All right, and he just kind of just thinks to himself, all right, let's just get back to this party thing, and starts wrapping up his bedroll, I guess, and just kind of sheepishly walks towards the town, kind of with his head down, still in his religious kind of just dressing and stuff, and just
no problem.
walks back into the fray.
Sure. Anybody? Who's next?
And Dexy could.
Sure. What did you want to do?
I mean, we left off with him throwing Aurora.
Throwing you up in the air, your
and
wings.
Aurora
Oh
punching
my
him.
god.
Yep, and then the wings sprouting out, catching you.
Mm-hmm.
So we can continue with that.
Mhm.
Sure. What are you guys
I'm
doing?
really hungry.
It's all right. What are you guys doing then?
Dexy goes, oh shit!
As a rock whizzes past your ear, that you can hear the.
Don't fucking touch me.
But just
There was easier ways than grabbing me.
drunk.
So,
Point.
yeah.
But hey, look, you've got wings. What the fuck?
The wings are not there anymore, by the way. They have retracted back into you.
She's like doing this thing, like she's like, what the fuck is going on?
You don't feel them. You don't feel any bumps, anything abnormal about it.
Is there
Not like jump
Tattoo.
an inch.
The tattoo is still still there, perfectly fine.
like you can feel it?
Right? Yeah. No, you can't feel like ridges of like bone or what or.
That's
Can I like jump an inch in the air and see what happens?
Nothing happens.
Oh, he thought about it.
Dexy takes a couple steps back because he doesn't want to get hit in the face with a wing.
Yeah, nothing happens. You jump up. Wait a couple minutes.
She's going to levitate herself because she's
Okay.
under maximum weight.
Okay.
Gonna levitate herself about like 10 feet off the ground
Okay.
and then just drop the spell.
As you fall. And they slowly drift you down when you land.
I got wings!
So essentially,
Yes,
So-
bitch.
so essentially what you have, if you want to write it down, is you technically I love the sheer panic whenever I say that.
Yeah. It's like, hold on, okay. Where do I write this?
You want me to write it?
Please.
Somebody write it.
I got it.
Alright. Featherfall.
Oh, I know that spell.
Yeah. That's what you have. You technically have
Okay.
Featherfall.
Automatic featherfall.
Automatic Featherfall. For now.
Oh.
In time. We'll get to that. Exactly. You don't know. You have yet to try.
It only works for 10 feet or less, man.
Goes straight up.
Goes to jump off a cliff. See, look at this. Ah!
And then 10 feet down. Oh, shit.
It's like pulling your
I need a
parachute
new
way
pair of
too late.
pants.
Yep.
Wings snap. Okay, well, that was,
So then,
I have wings.
so
That's crazy.
Dexy,
Yes.
as you're standing in the street talking to Aura, who's I'm assuming is still in the alleyway, coming out of another alleyway, you see a man, a dark elf, brings up a bandana over his mouth, and he pulls his hood up, and he starts walking back towards where the party is going.
Do I recognize this person?
You do not.
All
Or
right.
you do see a figure walk past Dexy.
I do?
You do, yeah, because he's walking. He's not hiding himself. So he's walking straight back to the party where you guys came from. Yeah, he's walking behind you guys. But at the corner of your eye, you can see him. stepped out of an alleyway and is now walking back towards the party.
Did he see?
Do you think?
We should?
Yeah. I don't know what's about to happen. I just run forward.
Yeah, going.
Okay. Are you sprinting? Like you're sprinting after him?
I mean,
Quietly.
yeah, I'm gonna sneak. I'm doing that like sneaky.
Yeah. just sneak-
All right. So I'm gonna need you both to roll stealth.
What was that, Tyler? Can you do that again?
He's doing the Naruto run.
Yeah. Right.
So you
His
guys,
arms backwards, like
Yep. The full thing.
you guys are
literally.
running after him thinking it's Kendra's, right?
What?
You guys are running after him thinking it's Kendra's, right?
Canderous?
Kendra's vein? That's what they're thinking? That's why they're chasing it?
Yes.
Racial profiling.
I'm a wood elf, bro. I'm half.
I mean,
elf.
yeah, I'm half elf too. Don't
No, it's a
even.
drow. Drow and a drow. Makes
Yeah.
sense.
Oh,
You got a mask on.
wow.
Mhm.
Hold on, I gotta find mine. Okay,
I got a 15.
Okay.
21.
Okay. He does not hear you.
I get there and just kind of follow him, I guess.
And he walks through the crowd. Yep. He just walks through the crowd and he sits. Or not sits because there's been no chairs, but he kind of just leans up against the bar and he motions for Cable. Cable just kind of goes.
Aurora's going to sit next to him
Sure.
and do the same motion at Cable.
Dexy's gonna stand about
And
like listening distance away, like within
Sure.
earshot.
okay.
I mean, for like 10 feet away because like I'm just gonna act like I'm part of the.
Yeah. So, Aura, when you look at Cable like does the. And he comes running over with the mug in his hand. He puts it in front of you. Wow, it's been so long.
Oh my god, I know. And she's gonna like reach over to Bar and hug him.
Yep, and
I'm
he
like,
reaches over
yeah.
and hugs.
Oh my god, I miss you so much. I still have your sword. And she shows him his sword.
Oh my god, I'm so
It's so
good. And he kind of just like does the scan over the bar. I'll be back.
Enjoy. You're gonna go.
And then he runs off and starts helping other people.
And she's gonna go back to being serious and look at the guy beside her.
Sure. and he's just kind of like he pulls the bandana down over his. Can I help you?
I mean, I'm here for a drink and I was looking to see what company I had. Clearly not the friendly type. My bad.
Neil just looks over at you. I need you to make perception check.
Oh boy.
Can
Okay.
I do that too, or is he too far away?
He's so if you're standing on this side of him, and then Aura's sitting right here, he's looking this way.
19 total.
Nice.
He looks vaguely familiar.
Does it send panic into Aurora's chest?
Slightly, but it's interesting. And he kind of just looks at you. I ask you again, can I help you?
Well, you got a pretty face that I kind of remember, so who knows?
And as you said that, he was in mid. And he stops and he puts the mug down. He drops the hood. It's a little, because of the light, the sunlight, you kind of just. You've seen him. Where?
Why is that any of your business?
He's my goddamn brother.
Well, you got one shit of a brother.
I'm aware.
I know the feeling.
I was waiting for that. I was waiting for it. Sorry.
And he just pulls up the hood again. Where? How long ago?
This whole party is celebrating stopping the shit that he started. I'm pretty sure it's not fucking stopped, But the shit that's going on now is celebrating the little victories, because sometimes you gotta take the small ones.
And he pulls out a journal. And he starts writing in it. Fuck.
Why are you here?
To kill him.
Aren't brothers like men that love each other or something?
Not when they murder your goddamn mother and father.
You know what? That is a... let me buy you a drink, sir.
Sebastian Vane.
Aurora's gonna hold out her hand. Aurora Tia. Yeah.
I aim to kill him.
Can I do an insight check?
Yes, can.
Yeah. Pretty sure that he's not lying. Like,
And also, he's talking loud, definitely loud enough where you can hear him, Dex. You've heard the whole thing.
dirty 20.
Oh, good shit.
Yeah, he's being genuine. There is genuine hatred in his eyes when he talks about this.
Was he always like this?
No,
What happened?
been a man. It's a black cloak.
Oh, wait, yeah, I know what happened.
Then you've read his journal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I kind of...
It started out as simple research for him. Trying to see if both humanoid and monstrous creatures could live together, understanding each other. So there would be no violence, there'd be no hatred.
That sounds good.
But then he met someone, I don't know his name.
Yeah. I actually kind of still... She's gonna pull the journal out of her bag and be like, have it.
Give it to me.
Not a fucking chance.
Give me the fucking journal.
Dexy steps up
Yep,
right behind him.
thank you.
Both axes are kind of down at his side.
So...
You might
Give
not
me
want
the
to.
fucking journal.
You might not want to be so aggressive there, but
we have a common interest, and that is
And
finding
Dex,
your brother
what you
and killing
hear?
him.
You're gonna give me the goddamn journal.
Aurora's gonna put the journal back in her bag. And at the same time...
Then we have nothing else to talk about.
You want to find them? I have a way to find them.
And he stands up and he starts walking away. I'll find him myself then. If you're not gonna help me, then I'm gonna leave.
I shoulder.
Never said I won't help you.
Oh, it doesn't phase him, and he's actually built like a brick wall, so it kind of almost hurts you more than him.
Ow.
And he kind of just starts walking.
Can I
Just...
look at him and see if he has anything appearing Silver Dawn on him as he's walking off, or before
Make
that?
a perception check.
Aurora's gonna run up to catch up with him, and she's gonna try and grab anything off him. Anything.
You could certainly try.
Mhm.
Okay. Roll athletics.
That's
What am I rolling?
Athletics.
that's 6 for me there, bud.
6. It's actually not hard to see that he has a brand of the actual Silver Dawn on the side of his neck.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
I can see that.
Oh yeah, no, it's not hiding.
Okay. I grab my thing and I think about him while I'm staring at his back and go, "We might be able to find you, so don't stray too far."
I look forward to it then. If we're gonna talk, we're gonna talk.
18.
I turn and tell her that I just told him.
21. You reach for him and he
Oh wait, that's right.
don't.
How about we stop being childish and talk then?
Then talk.
You're the one walking away!
You have nothing to say to me.
Clearly I do.
Then talk.
I read his book. You haven't.
Then tell me something I don't know about my own brother.
He's kind of insane. He's creating ruins. He's killing people. He is following
Seen it.
You don't know who we met, though.
He's killed our parents.
Do you know what he's doing? What his end goal is? Because I do, because it's all in this lovely book. So if you want to learn, you're going to sit your ass down and you're going to fucking listen.
Easier ways to just give me the book. You can certainly try.
I want to do an intimidation. I'm going to use pretty die. Yeah! Not 20! So that makes it 21 in total.
The thing is, though, he's really not phased. He's really not.
Persuasion.
After that, he's starting to walk away.
I know.
If you want to roll persuasion, you're rolling with disadvantage.
Fine. I'm gonna use up all my good rolls now. Oh, that's 2 dice. I'll take the lower.
Take the lower of the 2.
So, I need to show you because I'm not lying.
It's double 20s.
I got a nat 20 and a 16.
Okay, so you take the 16.
Yeah, and that is a plus
17. This is plus 1. Oh no.
Is it plus 1 for?
Well, it's charisma.
Yeah, plus 1.
So.
I'm not very charismatic. Can you tell?
Yeah, I mean, you should be. You're a paladin.
I know. Okay.
Fuck, it's more charismatic.
Kind of just he stops. What is it then? Making deals with demons, praying to the demon lords of hell.
All the above.
Yeah, thought so.
So, why are you trying to do this on your own? But clearly, we've made more progress than you have for however long you've gone.
And he rolls up his sleeve, and you see tattoos. What languages do you know?
Primordial and common.
You don't understand any of them.
Nope. But Dexy would be right beside her.
Would he?
I would have dragged Dexy with me. Hell yeah.
She ran after him, and I did the call thing, but by now I would have caught up to them walking.
Okay. So then, what languages do you know?
Common, Draconic, and frickin' Elvish.
Don't understand it either.
Son of a butts. Dexy goes, "What's that mean?"
These
Translate.
are all the prayers that I've ever heard him say. They're all written in Infernal. These are all the prayers that he ever said.
Could you come with us and get them looked at?
By who?
Translated. There's bound to be someone in this fucking guild who speaks it.
I've had them
Can I
translated.
speak Infernal?
I've had them translated. I know what they say.
What did they say?
If I start speaking to them now, you'll have more problems to deal with.
So you pray to them too?
No. And he pulls out a symbol. He pulls out 2 symbols. One of the Raven Queen and one of the Everlight.
Oh. Is that allowed? Is that allowed?
I'm a drow. We don't believe in anything. But well, what I believe in is fate and second chances.
she's going to pull out her raven skull and see if that does anything. Like, get you there.
Right, he kind of just looks at you and nods. He rolls the sleeve back down. So no, I don't pray to these. I have my own.
Well, that is good to hear, and there's someone else in the party that'd be pretty stoked to talk to you, probably. But
Thanks.
but
Then I'll be
I think-
here.
are you going, or are you actually gonna be here?
The last person I met before you two put a dagger in my back and tried to hand off his pendant to me.
Who was this?
It was a half elf. Had the leather armors. Had
One
an
eye by-
patch.
Yeah,
Had an eye
yeah.
patch. And I grabbed his hand, I threw the pendant back in his hand, and I said, if you're gonna fucking leave, you're gonna talk to the Knight Commander like a goddamn man.
Okay. I got it. I got stuff to do. But besides that, you need to talk to the rest of my party. I'm good at fighting. Other of them very good at the remembering.
Just shakes his head. Fair enough. I'll be around. And he walks past both of you.
And I'm like, we can always find you. Talk to you later, buddy.
And as he's walking, you just hear in your head, and I can always find you now.
And then I turn to Cora and I'm like, he's so gloomy.
I know.
What the fuck? We never got him that beer.
Oh fuck.
Okay. I wonder what everybody else is doing.
Well, I gotta go do a team leader thing, so I got something to deal with.
We got a meeting, you know how it is.
Mm-hmm. So you
What
do
are
what
the
you're
rest of-
doing. I gotta do stuff.
And with that, who's next?
Oh shit. Right.
That's when he hears through the medallion. Brother, I feel like we got off on the wrong foot. I would just like to make amends if you could meet me in the center of town. Of course.
What?
I'm sure I don't know what you mean. Did you just fucking
I
hang up?
can't between y'all.
Yep. And there he is, in the center of town.
Wait,
Wearing-
Giles, you have no audio, apparently.
Bad.
Who?
John has no audio.
Can you lower
What?
the a little bit?
That's impossible.
Thanks.
Hear him
I
though.
mean, John, talk.
No, I just asked a little bit.
I can hear him.
Man.
No, in
Feedback is just coming in my
the
mic.
stream, guys. In the stream, John,
Oh.
talk. In the stream, he's silent.
That means we've been laughing
Oh.
at nothing.
Yeah, no.
You can say that spiel again if you want.
I
Yep.
was gonna say, but it was so good, he won't do it the same way.
Yep.
I was gonna say, but it was so good, he won't do it.
Keep talking. No, still nothing. I just see your lips moving.
Well, you're so depressed and sad and shitty and, oh, Silas, you're such an asshole. I don't know.
Oh god.
Is it back? Is it fixed?
Dexy, can you Can you help John at all?
Yeah. No, we.
What was
Okay, so we're good now.
Dex, help
Was it
John.
Is it back on? Hold on. Yeah. Tell me more. Talk more.
No, not. He's good in call, yes. But on the stream, he is.
Yep. So
Do we
we'll
wanna-
come back to that. We'll come back to that then. Yep, we'll come back to that one.
Da-da-da-da-da-da.
Dani.
Anybody else?
Yeah, I'll go.
I'm sorry.
Sure. Sure. What do you want to
So
do?
Haruhi is just rummaging through the crowd. She's like, got a drink in hand. She's been getting really drunk, so she's probably, pretty like wasted, stumbling around at this point.
Mhm.
And just kind of going around introducing herself to people, trying to make friends, since you guys kind of just picked me up in the last dungeon. So nobody knows who I am. I just kind of joined up. So I'm just trying to get, my name out there and drunkenly and merrily just, saying hey to everyone.
So a lot of the members of the Dawn already know who you are. You are a member of the Silver Dawn.
No, I know, but I'm saying you guys just picked me up, so I didn't know if I was well known or if I was like.
You are known to the guild. You are not known to your team.
Okay.
So you would have to sit there and look for one of them if you want to try to introduce yourself to them and get to know them.
What do you mean, one of the team?
Like
Yeah, yeah, back.
One of you? I thought I knew everybody here. No.
No, you
Don,
just
you're
You
great.
really didn't. You didn't really have a chance to get to know any of them.
Okay,
Yeah.
fair enough. So I'm just gonna try and walk through the town and see if I can run into anybody and kind of see if I can make true friends with,
Well, if you're walking through town, you would run into Almanar.
Okay. So then I nudge Almanar and I'm just like, hey buddy, what's going on? How is everything?
Hi, you're Haruhi, was it?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Right. Yes. I'm doing well. This isn't really my thing anymore. How have you
Not
been?
a party person?
Not recently. I shouldn't be. No. But
Why not?
Oh, that's a long story.
Okay, well,
I don't
perhaps we
think I have
can.
enough time left today for that.
Okay. Well, perhaps we can speak, about each other's pasts later when we have time.
Of course, yeah. No, it definitely takes a lot of time, but it seems like you're enjoying yourself here. How long have you
Yes.
been with the order?
Just about a few weeks. I mean, you guys kind of picked me up in that last dungeon there and saved my life. So I figured it was my honor and duty to join up and, serve the order of the Silver Dawn. So
Well, everyone definitely has their motivations for sure. It's definitely a good cause. I'm glad I stumbled upon this place. It's good.
yeah, most definitely. After the last battle, I see, you guys need a lot of warriors. So
I
here to
noticed
lend my bow.
I was gonna say I saw that bow. Was there anything? I think you were doing some pretty intense arcane shots or something. I didn't really get a good look.
Yep, I'm an arcane archer, so have a couple tricks up my sleeve.
Sure. I'm not sure if I know exactly what that means, but it sounds impressive for sure. I know that.
Well, like I said, I have my secrets.
Oh, don't we all?
But when the moment comes, you guys shall see.
I look forward to it. Actually, I was just on my way to talk to Silas. If you wanted to accompany me, perhaps we could meet up with more.
Yes, I'd like to officially meet Silas.
Again, yeah. I don't know if I did a formal introduction. My name's Almanar, by the way. Almanar Silvershade. You kind of
very nice to meet you.
Yeah. The whole fighting thing is not really my big style, but been learning for sure.
I see. You're more of a quiet, hang in the back healer, huh?
Yeah.
I saw your healing skills in the last fight we had, so.
Tends to be more what my talents lend me. Yes. Here, if you follow me, we'll start walking towards where we're gonna meet. But yeah, it's definitely difficult to get in a fight if you don't have much to stand on. And he's not really that physically impressive or anything. So.
Oh, okay. So I guess I'll just walk with you to go meet up with Silas. So
Yeah, and you still have your drink, right?
yes, still
Yeah,
drink in hand, just getting. I'm wasted at this point. So
Sure.
I've been drinking all night, guys.
If you do end up finishing your drink, he's gonna try and grab a mug of water and another ale for you.
Oh, okay. Well, thank you.
You're such a sweetheart.
All
Yes,
right.
yes. Haruhi
And-
appreciates.
And with that, guys, we are going to take a quick break. And when we come back, we will continue with the rest of the after party and get to hopefully a little bit more story points as well.
Haha.
Yay.
So with that, guys, we'll be right back. And
you
we hope
soon.
you've been enjoying it.
There we go.
Oh, so if you want to wait the 2 minutes, and we'll go 15.
Oh, too late.
Too late? All
Too
right.
late. We're back. Yay!
Hey, we're back.
Hey.
All right. So picking up where we left off, Haruhi and Almanar were walking through Byroden, and it's been a couple of minutes, and you haven't seen Silas.
I swear, I told him to meet me here. Just give me a minute, and I'm gonna pull the medallion back out. Silas, I said the town square. Are you nearby?
Silas is still continuing to sit on a rock, as stated before, and he's just going to reminiscent about just how awful his life is and sad, and he's going to just realize that he's not Al in any sort of matter, and that his life's pretty great because he's the best cleric that there is. And then he's going to look down at the medallion and see it glowing, and he's just going to continue to sip his drink.
So
Okay,
it's not that it doesn't glow.
Does it just ring? Does it vibrate?
No, you just hear in your head, Al.
Oh, that's so obnoxious. All right, yeah, okay. All right, what? Is he still talking to me?
You said you'd meet me at the town square.
Oh, yeah. I'm going to be a little late.
We're waiting.
Well,
Yeah, me and him are just standing there with our thumbs
well,
up
can
our
I
butt.
can I finish my drink? Can I just finish this?
You can finish this here. You can finish the drink here. It's not gonna
Should
require
I
you
like?
to not be able to
Should
drink.
I walk and drink, or do you want me to just bring my drink?
If you're capable of doing both at once, sure.
I might be. Are you capable of being a good cleric?
Ouch!
Damn.
So sassy tonight.
Silas walks casually with.
Almanar
drink in
does
hand.
not reply to that.
So
It actually just cuts out between them.
Yep.
So I walk to the square.
Sure. And which is where you see Almanar.
I see him.
Yep.
I
But
see-
Silas, you see Almanar in his priest's garb, not in his armor.
Oh, his pajamas. Okay, yeah.
Sure.
They're called vestments, okay?
Oh,
And,
yeah.
and you see Haruhi standing next to him.
More like bitchments. All right, yeah, go on.
Oh my
I
gosh.
kind of just end with, "Oh, light, give me strength." Oh.
Typical siblings.
Yep.
Silas, we're over here.
Hey. All right, what do you need?
He's gonna kind of awkwardly like put his hand out,
For a hand hug
like
thing.
a hug, kind of like.
What is this? What do you?
I don't know how to handle this. Just give me a hug.
Okay. I pick up Al and spin him around.
Okay. Oh, okay. Yep. Okay, that's good. Thank you.
Yep.
Don't know how to do this. I'm gonna be upfront and honest with you because I don't know how else to be. I don't know how to handle this.
Well, it's easy. You train really hard and you become the best cleric ever, like me.
No, so I mean the whole thing that you're my
Oh
brother.
my gosh.
Oh yeah, that thing. Yeah. Hi.
I also don't know how to say this. Dad's dead.
What?
Yeah, about 40 years ago. It was peaceful. It was in his sleep. It was the best he could have wished for, but it was unexpected.
All right.
He's buried in Whitestone. I'm assuming Kenneth is your father as well.
He was a good man.
He was the best. And he kind of like takes a step back. I just want to say that I think she made a mistake. I don't know who she is or what kind of person she is, but I don't think she should have left, especially with you.
There's a lot you don't know.
I'm aware. There is so much I don't know. Not even about this. Don't tell me exactly. Just answer yes or no. Do you know where she is right now?
Yes.
Is it a place where I could see her?
In time.
Okay.
When you're ready.
Yeah. No, I am not ready. I am not ready. Okay, yeah. Well, this is gonna be weird for me.
I mean, it's weird for me. You just gave me the most awkward hug ever.
Yeah, nope, haven't really hugged many people.
I could tell that this is factual.
I
Yeah.
thought it was a loving embrace. As I
Oh,
witnessed.
hi, Haruhi, you're here. Hi.
Oh,
I've been standing here
Hi.
watching this gay
Yeah.
shit the whole time.
Yes.
So,
Yes, you have.
yeah, I don't know if you remember, she was in the palace with us. She
Oh.
was pretty good, the one with the bow.
oh yeah, she's got that weird name, right?
That weird one that you
Yeah.
can't seem to remember or pronounce.
Yeah, I can't. I'm bad
I
Well, it's
with
feel
nice
names.
like
to meet you,
I'm
Silas.
Thank you. It's nice to meet you.
Okay.
I feel like you're culturally appropriating her name.
You are. As a changeling, all changelings take offense to this.
Oh, do they? That's look at me.
Yeah.
Look
Wait,
at me
hold
be
on.
We
so
all
sad.
have strange names.
Do I know what a changeling is?
Roll a nature check.
Nature. Okay.
Do I know what a changeling is?
Roll a nature check.
That would be a 21, sir.
That would be a 7.
So, yes, Al, you do know what a changeling is. You know that changelings can change their form to look like whatever they want to look like. You know that they're also not very common either.
So I kind of do like a. Wait,
Yep.
did you just say changeling?
Yes, I did. I am
That
in
is-
fact.
Incredible. Where did you come? Like, where are you from? I just. It's okay. I was just. I've only heard stories of your guys' abilities.
Yeah, we go
Are-
into hiding because people like to hunt us and use us for their gain and their benefit. So
I guarantee you, I would never use another person. But I just. I will
Well, you
say I'm
seem like a-
curious though. Is it true that you can like just change your appearance?
well, it's somewhat true. I can only change into something that I've seen before. So now that I've seen your face, I could change into you.
Oh, don't do that. One of them
And then
more than
and then
enough.
Haruhi
You
does
just-
like a demonstration
There you
and then
go.
just like
I was like,
bam turns into fucking Almanar really quick and
I don't like this.
Just
I
like-
don't like this at all.
then just
hold
like
on.
sticks a finger up fucking
Wait,
No.
Can I?
Stop.
Yes,
Don't
yes.
touch yourself. It's weird. Don't do it.
Is it like this
It
guy's
is-
self, or is it like
Nope.
actual like?
It is to the T. You poke
So,
out her
as
face,
we
you poke out her chest, like you.
I
It's
kinda-
yep.
I
It's,
So
kinda
as I
look-
stand next
it's
to
you.
Almanar, I just put my hand around him and be like, "Hey, buddy, what's up?"
yep. It's,
We're twinning.
Same height, same everything.
And this is partially Almanar's curiosity, but mostly mine. Almanar looks down at himself and examines her, or him, me.
It is you.
I
It's
would
you.
be-
Is it
Yeah.
the same
It is you. Yes,
everything?
This is
it
weird.
is you.
Super.
I rip off my like my imitative vestments and I prove.
What is happening?
Show-
What is happening?
So,
And
so
I
it's
show-
not. It's
is
not
this-
that you.
Is this
so,
close enough?
I am the
So
better
it's
cleric.
So hold on, everybody, stop for a minute. You did not change clothes. You still have the same
Okay,
armors
okay.
that
I
you had
can't
on.
change
okay.
clothing appearance as well.
No.
Just okay. So I'm still
You-
wearing my clothes
Yes.
that I still rip off to prove that yes,
Well, there
I
goes- there goes-
totally transformed
Nope,
into you.
I take out the tower shield and just put it in front of her.
See,
Me? I don't know.
And then I apologize and I say, "Ooh, I'm so sorry. I forgot. Us, clerics are modest."
Silas looks at Al and goes, "You see, you are my little brother." Drop the medallion.
Mic drop. Like
Actual
Drop the medallion.
stats, and I will tell you after the game. Maybe prove you wrong.
I think we've had this discussion.
We have.
We did.
oh god.
Yeah.
Done this before.
And I'm just
Yeah.
like holding the shield, and I like extend the shield so it's like full body.
Yep.
I'm like, I'm like trying to like find like a blanket out of my bag with one hand and like just, whatever. And I just put the shield back.
And with that, Haruhi just transforms back into her original
With your
appearance.
clothes still ripped.
Yes, with my clothes still ripped.
Kind of turns us back.
Because us changelings are not modest, and we,
They're actually.
we bear what we got.
No, they're actually extremely shy.
Are we? Fuck.
Yes.
But she might be.
Changelings are actually extremely shy, and they're extremely self-conscious about their abilities.
Well,
She's
maybe
drunk.
Dani. Or Haruhi's not. Haruhi's not.
I was gonna say, I mean, I'm not like the other changelings that you perhaps have met, so
Oh.
because I wasn't raised
Not-
around other changelings, so
Not many people meet changelings. Most
Hmm.
people never know that they've adventured with the changeling.
No, fair enough, that makes sense.
Yeah.
But
She's had a couple drinks. She
that's what
doesn't
I'm
know
saying.
she's-
Like I'm wasted. I'm
So-
not caring about like who's watching me right now. I'm just like, he wants a demonstration. I got you.
So we're
So-
in the town square, right? Like this is where I told him to meet. And I'm assuming
Yes.
there's a lot of people around.
There's a few.
You said
yes.
there's not a lot anymore.
Oh, there's
It's
not
the
a lot.
middle of
There's
the
not a
middle of the
lot.
night,
There's
right?
still a few. No, it's not the middle of the night. It's about 7 o'clock in the evening right now.
Oh, I thought it was like way later. Okay.
Nope.
So
7 o'clock.
is there still a significant amount of people? And if so, how many of them have just watched this?
This encounter.
There's about 15 people that have just stopped and have stared at all of this happening. And they
Right.
immediately all start whispering to themselves.
Carry on. Just mind your business. We've got taking care of stuff here.
I don't know what's
Go ahead.
happening.
And some of them just look at each other and they shuffle away, but they're all still just staring at her. Mostly for the fact that they just watched her change from one person to another and then back.
And now Haruhi, realizing the gravity of the situation, she sobers up slightly as she meets their gaze and starts to shiver a little bit and get uncomfortable.
Hand her a blanket.
I take the blanket and I wrap it around myself and I just kind of put my head down and walk away in shame.
No, Silas, do something.
Yo, you're on your own with this.
I don't know
You're-
how to handle this.
Look, I like you, but this is you. This is all you.
This is a you problem, apparently.
This is a you
First
problem.
compliment you've given me. Thank you.
I'm,
No, Harvey,
I'm
come
a
back.
little tipsy.
I am. Oh God. Is she gone? Like, is she like just walking away? Like,
She's kind of just walking away. You can catch up to her.
I kind of just shuffle up behind her and I just like put a hand on her shoulder, like, hey, I just want to say that was really impressive that you were able to do that. Not sure of the foresight in it in either of our sides, but that was incredible that was you were able to do that. I just wanted to say you can go do what you like, but I think we're gonna be hanging out here. I think. And I look back over my shoulder at Silas. Right? You're gonna,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
Like,
You're welcome to hang out with us.
All right.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that, but I think it's my time to go. I'm gonna go shuffle away and find a change of clothes and perhaps sober up for the evening because I am embarrassed about revealing my powers in the middle of town, like the town square. So,
I understand.
and now I'm
Yeah.
feeling judged, and I just want to be alone and reflect upon my next moves.
I'm gonna, if you're willing, I would like to cast Owl's Wisdom on you. It's not much, but it'll just give you advantage on wisdom checks. But it's more so like to kind of give you that sense of, I don't know, sobering up or something. Like you feel like you're
Sense of hindsight.
more
Okay.
insightful. Yeah, I don't
Okay,
know.
okay,
It only lasts for like an hour, but
okay.
figured I'll just kind of do that and like,
As a parting gift, I thank you.
yeah. You
And
take care
Haruhi
of
just
that.
goes and finds a place to rest for the evening and just, relax for the rest of the night.
Okay.
I'm gonna walk back to Silas. I've screwed that up.
Eh.
I didn't know that was gonna happen.
I mean,
I
what else
just
did
got
you think was
excited.
going to happen? Yeah, your excitement is weird. That's pretty
Well,
much all I'm
it's-
going to say.
They're so uncommon. That ability. I spent a lot of time reading because I didn't have much else to do.
Oh, you're lonely? Yeah, I could tell. I could
no,
really
I
tell.
just didn't. There was not much to do growing up when your father has to work all the time, and then you're in the priesthood and all that, and there's not much to do.
So you have a changeling turn into you, and then
I didn't.
and then you touch it, so you can touch yourself.
I wasn't sure if it was an illusion.
Oh, that is.
I'm
the
sure
worst
you've encountered
excuse.
illusions.
I have, but I'm a better I know what an illusion is, and that is clearly not one.
What?
That actually happened, and it's weird. I'm gonna go drink. Did you brought me all the way here to give me a hug and then this weird show? That's what you did?
No,
That was
I
the whole-
didn't. I ran into her along the way. I figured it would be nice for her to see some other people from our group. I'm assuming you're with our group now. Are you with our group?
I mean, yes.
Okay.
What, am I not? Is that like a thing? You
No,
guys,
I don't know what I was expecting there. I don't know. I thought you were gonna say you didn't want
Are
to
you
be.
okay? Are you doing all right?
No.
All right.
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's a work in progress.
All right. We'll talk about it. It'll be fine.
Yeah,
It'll
it's
be good.
It's fine. Let's go find some others.
All right.
Just
Let's go adventure.
Yeah. Lead the way, brother.
Don't make it weird. Just don't make it weird.
I don't know how not to. Fine. Just go ahead, Silas.
Thank you,
You are
Almanar.
welcome.
Like what? Come on.
I'm trying. I'm trying.
All right. So we go and walk. I don't know.
All right, where are you guys going?
Mindlessly.
Away
you
from
guys
this
going?
conversation.
He's just trying to be your bro, man.
he's being weird about it. I love it. I absolutely love it.
Can I count that as a motivational speech spell?
No.
Okay.
No. I'm sorry, but no. You tried, but no.
I did, yeah. He's off his game.
Is there anything else that anybody wants to do, or is that it for then the day?
I want to go yell at Twig.
Ooh.
You can certainly try. Twig, where are you? Where have you been this whole time?
Well, since he went with the Knight Commander, it was the church, right?
Or not the
Like
church,
town
no,
hall?
the actual town hall itself,
Okay.
and then
So he would have waited a little bit until the Knight Commander left and
Mhm.
made his way out, and
okay.
just kind of wandering around at this point with a drink in his hand.
Okay. Aura, make a perception check. I'm going to call it with advantage because you obviously know who you're looking for.
$16.
You're not trying to hide, Twig, are you?
Slightly. I wouldn't say he's trying on purpose to be like stealthy. He's just
Okay.
kind of keeping his face
Just
down.
trying to mingle into the crowd. Okay.
Yeah.
It takes you a minute, Aura, but eventually found you. And you spot him.
Okay. She is going to just walk up calmly behind him, not trying to hide or anything. She's just walking, and she pulls something out of her bag, and with all the breath she has in her, blows as hard as she fucking can.
Dragon!
He's gonna jump. He's like, what the living hell?
Did you turn around and look at her?
Yeah.
Gonna throw it at your fucking face. You know exactly what I just did.
Like forcefully,
Oh yeah, no, she's pissed. She like threw it right at your face.
I'm gonna try and catch it beforehand if I can.
Make a dexterity check.
So to explain this, when Twig and Aurora first became friends, they went to this lovely store, and they got a whistle that yells. It's a dragon whistle. It yells dragon.
That's a natural one.
Oh.
Oh gosh.
Okay. Here's what happens.
Well.
Here's what happens. Or you throw the whistle at his face, Twig.
I mean, it lands on its top or something at least.
No, it falls like straight down to the floor as he's sitting there, like, you know, like when you try to catch your phone and it kind of,
Yeah.
and then it falls and he's
Gonna reach down and pick it up and turn it over in my hand.
and there it is. It's your
I-
dragon. It's your dragon calling whistle that you bought from Quizler.
as he kind of stands straight and is looking at the whistle, Aurora's gonna go right in his face and be like, "Are you fucking kidding me?"
He's just gonna like shrink away. Like, what are you talking about?
You forget I hear things, that I am just very good at hearing and knowing everything. You are being a fucking idiot lately. You need to get your shit together. You are not being yourself. You are not the Twig that I met in the fucking bar who ran around on fucking tables in strangers' faces screaming about the first time we fought together. I thought we agreed that we don't fucking die without each other.
You know, I almost forgot then. I wouldn't say I was screaming in people's faces.
I'm pretty sure you were screaming.
I was just boldly speaking.
And at that, Aurora's gonna take a step back, smile at him, and start. Hear ye, hear ye! The wonderful story of Twig Lionheart.
And as you're doing this, you know what? Make a performance check. Make a performance.
This isn't gonna go well.
It's gonna go fantastic. It's gonna go swimmingly.
So bad. What dice do I? Unicorn.
Unicorn die.
Unicorn.
Oh.
Oh no.
That's either a good. Oh.
Oh, it's a 6. 6 total.
Bum, 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 bum.
Plus mods or
Yeah.
really?
Wow,
Okay.
Yeah.
Plus the mods.
Would you roll a 3? Like,
So the
I have
5.
a +1 to a charisma.
Yeah, 5
okay.
plus 1, 6. You don't. So you start shouting this, and what I'm gonna say, those who start like looking at this, and they just smack the side of their. And eventually, like a couple of people start watching this. Eventually, Gorthok, it gets to you.
No.
What you hear from somebody goes, some air genasi just yelled at a half elf. I'm gonna go watch. You wanna come with?
Gorthok at the moment was trying to make nice with the Goliath female.
Yeah. Oh, and she's interested. She's been talking. You've had a good conversation.
You sounds like my team. You will come listen. Might be interesting.
I'm always up watching a good fight. She kind of just cracks her knuckles. Let's go. And she just and she picks up her 2 cups of ale in one hand and starts walking.
Gorthok's the type of woman.
So you eventually make your way there. Dexy, would you be in and around this area as well?
I was gonna ask.
I think you would be, because you haven't.
I mean,
I
I
haven't gone anywhere. You haven't gone anywhere since the drow.
Yeah, no, I've kind of just been like walking around looking for other people. So I'm sure that as soon as I heard,
So you would have heard people talk about some genasi just yelled at a half elf, dude. What the fuck? Come on, this could be interesting.
I'm gonna misty step the way there.
Okay. So you have a crowd around you, Aura.
Yeah. What a sick.
And as you look amongst the crowd, you see Dexy. You see Gorthok standing next to a female Goliath.
She's gonna do this. She hasn't even drank yet. This is her just being exhausted.
So, what are you saying? What are you doing?
Oh god, this is just meant to be a Twig and a roar. Oh my god. Hear ye.
There we go.
This is Twig Lionheart, the wonderful savior of the world. Not that long ago, he went into that terrible castle, and she's gonna motion to the rumble.
Okay.
That
Rubble's
remains.
still there, by the way.
Yeah, she's gonna motion to it and be like, he wandered in there all on his own to face the dreaded drow that's been haunting us all.
Boo! You just hear boo!
Yeah,
Boo,
yeah.
from across the crowd.
Indeed, but poor Twig walked in, and he lost his mind. He was taking control.
Oh my
But hey, this has a twist. He fights this evil dark power that has taken over his mind. And he broke free, not only to free himself, but to free us. And once we met the drow face to face, the amount of damage that Twig Lionheart, the half-elf rogue, did was astonishable. She says it like that.
Astonishing?
She has a really low charisma.
Okay, fair enough.
You gotta keep this in mind.
That's fair.
Astonishable.
Astonishable?
Sure.
You hear a
I'm
couple of
cute.
You hear a couple of murmurs in the crowd.
That word.
Oh, what the fuck?
Twig.
Keep going. Keep going.
Twig Lionheart, and she's gonna go over and pick up Twig because that's what she does. Onto her shoulder if she somehow can.
Okay.
This guy right here is the reason that all my group, the Queen's Congress, I forgot her name,
Those
is
people.
still alive till this day. So you and everybody else here, give this guy here the biggest round of applause because he ain't going anywhere unless I do.
And then everyone just
Okay.
Yes,
There we
you
go.
can sister.
And in
Mhm.
charisma.
All right.
He's a 10 in
So
charisma.
what starts from Dexy to I'm assuming what then goes to Gorthok, and eventually the crowd, they all start going.
Hear it at this point?
And she's gonna quietly whisper to him, if I hear anything about you trying to get rid of your pendant again, I will break your fucking face. And then she's gonna put her hands up and go, woo!
And the crowd.
Are you still holding him on your shoulder
Oh, yeah.
at this point in time? Be like, can you please put me down?
Can I trust you not to stab anyone else in the back, literally and metaphorically?
Bad guys. Or, yeah, he's gonna want to step bad guys.
Only save the bad guys.
Just stick to stabbing the bad guys.
You make it sound as if I did it on purpose.
You snuck off, but that doesn't matter now. What's matter is that you're alive. She puts him down in front of her,
What I do.
but not without letting us know, because if it wasn't for a little sneaky person who watched you, we would never have known where you went. And we could have never went there. So from now on, you fucking tell me what your plan is. This is an order from your captain.
And Twig, what replays in your head is the conversation that you had earlier with the Knight Commander.
An order, huh? As much as I would love to say no, unfortunately, I will say yes.
She is going to do the thing.
Mhm.
The thing.
And Aura,
Yeah.
as yep, and then as the crowd starts to disperse, Twig, or the both of you, see the Knight Commander standing amongst the crowd. He looks at both of you, or he looks at you, and he turns and he walks away.
I did a thing.
I'm gonna try to sleight of hand the dragon whistle back in her pocket.
Roll a sleight of hand.
Oh, it'd be amazing if he does it.
Roll a sleight of hand.
He definitely will.
Or roll a perception. Yeah, roll a perception check because you're trying to feel something on you. So yeah.
My computer is not responding. There you go. 21.
Oh shit.
Bro.
17.
Ooh,
Oh, I did good.
Wow.
nope.
Yeah. Twig, you slip the whistle back into her pocket.
Wow.
Now, just are you gonna let me down?
Oh, you've been
Oh,
down in front
you've
of
been
her.
let down.
Oh,
I'll
Oh,
never
Can you
let
put me
you down,
further
Twig.
down?
yes, please put me down some more.
Put me down some more, please.
May I have
About
some
6
more,
feet
sir?
under. Just about 6 more feet.
You want some more?
Hammer.
Don't tempt her. Don't tempt her.
I was like, well, we could always finish what we started in the training room.
First,
Huh?
I told you that we were getting a drink.
I
am
have a drink.
I am not drunk. I am super embarrassed after all of that because that was meant to be a me and you thing, but I guess the whole fucking guild now knows about it.
Not all of the guild.
But in her head, it's all the guild.
Fair enough. But no, in reality, that was probably about 15, 20 people.
Not as charismatic and when I do it, but you did good.
So, drink, and she's gonna go get a drink off Kabaal.
Yeah, sure. Easily done. You easily head back, and Kabaal pours you another drink.
Just
Slides it
like
to you.
raise his hand.
Yep. Does the whole thing, and he kind of just does the okay.
There's so much people don't know about me.
I know there's a lot that's about to be opened.
Most of when Dexy saw him, he was like super like down. He had never like Dexy didn't even recognize Kabaal running up earlier.
So you were there though, Dex. You did go. Weren't you there the first time?
I don't think he was.
What?
I know Team A went and met Kabaal.
Mm-hmm. Team B went and met Kabaal. Yes, no, I remember him, and I
Yeah.
But like when he met him, he was like, he's like, I've got stuff for you. I'm trying to make some money, and then we were like, you should join the Silver Dawn. And since then, I mean, he's seen him around, but he didn't like. That's the happiest that he'd ever seen him, so he didn't recognize him from acting like that.
Yeah. But Kabaal does recognize you, Dex. He recognizes all of you. Those of you that he met in the shop, which is actually just it is just Twig, Aura, and Dexy from the original shop that Kabaal once owned. Wow. Okay.
Dexy pulls the mithril longsword out.
And he looks at you and he just goes,
Right back at you, man.
Twig still has the short swords that Kabaal made for him.
You're gonna make Kabaal. If all of you show up with all of the weapons that he made you pull, he will start crying.
Yeah.
Dexy leans over to Aura and just goes, "Don't tell him about the axes."
Don't tell him. Twig is just gonna start double fisting more drinks.
Yep. Drinks are had.
Aurora's gonna hang out with Kabaal.
Yep. Drinks are had, and the night does start winding down. Some of the
spends like an hour before, at most before he leaves. Like, I mean, he doesn't spend much time.
Yeah.
Like one round.
Yeah. And then but the night does start winding down with some of the guild members finding places to sleep, whether it be on the ground or somewhere else, whether it be in the town hall or anywhere else in town. You guys have seen Alistair around. Alistair is up and moving around. You have seen him in passing. You have also seen Balthazar walking around. Who you have not seen walking around in the party is Gale and Caldor. They've been nowhere to be found.
Azrael?
Ezreal's around. Ezreal, you've seen, he's been keeping mostly to himself, but he's at the corner of the bar, just been ordering, just grabbing drinks from Kabaal the whole time. You do also find the members of the Burning Legion that you did save from inside the palace. Jasper, Desmond, and pull out my notebook again. It's Jasper, Desmond, and Oswald. That's what it was. You do see the three of them. So if there's anything you guys wanted to say or do.
Yeah, I'm gonna walk over to Desmond.
Hello.
Hey there, big guy. How you doing?
Thank you for saving us from
Oh, that's right.
restraints.
I go.
Oh no, but his arm just like
Yeah, no, like yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it's
Like,
yep. And then Jasper, let me see. Yeah, thanks for getting us out of there, man. Don't know how much longer we could have lasted.
We came as soon as we could. And it was my honor. I mean, we're just, just going around, save and tell Dory, no big deal. Just, big shrug. So have you guys heard from or seen Fallon since you guys got out?
Oh, we've seen Captain.
Yeah?
We've seen the Captain. And you hear footsteps coming from behind you.
Hear footsteps?
You hear footsteps behind you, Dex.
Hi.
Thank you.
Do I hear out loud?
Yeah.
I turn around.
What stands before you is a dwarf with a brown beard braided, a pulled back ponytail in armor and robes. He kind of just stands there looking at me. Hey, thank you. I owe you my life.
And I reach over and grab an ale and hand it to him.
And he just shows his hands there, and he's got 4 mugs in them.
Oh shit!
And
he goes to hand it to him, and then just cheers all 4 mugs individually.
yeah, and he's just...
I'm glad to see you in your more natural state there, bud.
Hi, it's good to be back. And he walks over to Desmond. All right, I'm on. And Desmond, yes, creator.
Whoop.
And puts him on his shoulder, where you see Fallon get up and actually slide into a pouch on Desmond's back.
A Bjorn.
Mhm.
I love that.
Dexy goes with his eyes kind of welling up just a little bit. He goes, I could have done that for you while you were a cat. I'm just saying.
I know. It's more degrading as a cat.
I know. Thanks for hanging out.
But we do owe you. We do owe you. What do you say, boys? Found those papers? Jasper just kind of leans back in a chair. Yeah. He pulls up the paper that Aslan was handing out before. Yeah, I've been kind of taking a look at this. Have you seen this? He points at you, Dex. You've seen these?
I don't think so. What is it?
And he shows it to you. It is recruitment. It is a recruitment sign-up sheet. And it's all filled out. Jasper Hawkins, gunslinger, human. You flip over the next one. Oswald, halfling, trickster. Flip over the next one. Desmond, warforged, paladin. Flip over the next one. Fallon, dwarf, artificer.
So you guys are joining Dawn?
I think so.
Nice. It's going to be fun having you guys around.
I'm looking forward to it. And Fallon leans over Desmond, putting his hands on Desmond's head, leaning over.
Next, he hands the papers back. Or do you want me? Am I supposed to take these to the secretary?
No, we'll bring it over. We'll bring it over to him. But This is our way of saying thank you for everything you've done for me and my boys.
I mean, all we were trying to do is save as many lives as possible and get that shit out of here. So
This is our thanks.
as much of that done as possible. Well, thank you, Grace, for hanging out and letting me let you drink. Yeah, cheers.
And the four of them, well, three of them, because Desmond just kind of stands there, not really drinking anything as a robot. And they all cheers you, and they all drink.
Well, gentlemen, I'm sure I'll see you around, but I got a little bit of work to do tonight before I find a hopefully piece of grass to fall asleep on around here.
I'm sure you'll find something. You always did. Fallon just kind of gives you a half smile.
No offense, I still liked you better as a cat.
Yeah, fuck off. And he just smiles at you. We'll see you around, Dex.
Later, buddy. You guys be safe. Take care of him. Seriously, I will dismantle you if you don't. I'm just kidding, buddy. I slap him on his arm, I guess. That's
Desmond?
Yeah.
Desmond just kind of looks at you. I don't understand.
I don't think you have to, but it was more.
And Jasper just kind of goes, he doesn't understand humor, kid.
Lots of people don't.
No, that's true.
Well, you guys have a safe night. Find a good place to sleep.
We will.
And Dexy walks away.
All right. Anything else? Anybody else wanted to do before the night of the party closed?
Kind of expecting fight, but
I mean, yeah, I was walking away to go do something.
Sure, what do you want to do?
Oh, I'm gonna go find someplace relatively quiet with some seating and talk to Damien.
Sure. We're gonna put that one on pause.
Yeah. That's just before the party night is over.
Yeah. Anybody else?
So Gorthok turns to the Goliath female. So Gorthok was expecting a fight. Not happen. You look.
She looks at you. You wanted to fight?
Gorthok was thinking.
And she turns and looks around, and she sees the Knight Commander. Looks at him and goes. The Knight Commander goes,
Motherfucker.
He stands up. Clear! And everybody just looks at him. But he stands up, and they take the tops of the tables that were made. That these are square tables on top of empty keg barrels. So there's quite a few of them now. And they all just start picking them up and dropping them on the floor and making a 12 by 12 ring.
This wasn't where Gorthok was going, but okay, we're doing this now.
And the Knight Commander steps in the middle of the ring and goes,
Get back down now.
He goes, members of the Dawn and esteemed guests, those of you who want to fight.
Gorthok is the first one up there. Fuck it.
And he steps out of the ring. The Knight Commander himself steps out of the ring.
Oh.
I referee the fights. I don't partake anymore.
Gorthok is there. Fuck it.
And who walks into the ring after you, Gorthok? The Goliath woman that you've been talking to this whole time.
Oh, your boo's gonna kick your ass?
And she steps into the ring and just looks at you. And she looks at you and goes, I've seen how you looked at me.
Oh, fuck you.
You want? Let's go.
Bears.
And with that, we are going to take our second break of the night.
You're gonna get beat. We're all gonna watch you get
Yeah,
beat.
you
now.
haven't taken a rest since the fight, right?
No, he hasn't.
Yeah, good job, man.
He doesn't have any rages.
Oh,
Your 2 walking band-aids are like I don't know
wait a
where
minute,
we are.
leveled up, right?
Yep. What?
Up.
You did level up. However, that does not automatically put you at max HP.
That's fun.
What?
You have
No.
to have the long rest first.
Yes.
Great.
All right.
So,
Oh, I was up full anyway.
so we're gonna go to break. And when we return, we will finish out. We're gonna finish everything out.
Sounds good.
All right. See you guys. And we're
Yep.
back. And we're back. So, just remind you guys, thank you for joining us, as always, and bringing everybody back up to speed. Silas and Almanar, two clerics, have finally walked back to the party, just in time to watch Gorthok step into this makeshift ring and be stood across from by a female Goliath. And Gorthok, you see this, though, too. Standing at her corner is Rengar, Battlemaster Rengar. He kind of just looks at you.
I'm gonna look at Silas and be like, should we go support him with this?
And he
probably should.
goes to you, Gorthok, and says, "Good luck with my sister."
Oh.
And he just leans back.
Can we run up to Gorthok in the corner?
Yeah, of course you can.
Hey, Gorthok,
Yeah.
you're gonna get this, buddy. I'm gonna pat him on the back and cast guidance.
And as you do that, you feel it disconnect
Oh,
because you see the Knight Commander looks at you and goes, "We fight fair in this place."
sure thing. Just give him a little help.
Let him do it on his own. He'll either get his ass kicked or he'll kick
Sure.
her ass.
Then I'll just start massaging his shoulders.
Roll initiative.
$17.
Silas, I tried.
I know.
I know.
17.
17.
Okay. So technically, you go first. So, like I said before, 4 rolls, 4 rounds. Round 1. Roll.
Just coming out with it straight.
Yep.
Wait.
Yeah.
24.
24 would hit. That would not.
Oh.
So, first round, as the first round goes on, Gorthok, you land in a few good solid hits, a couple of good body shots, a couple of good headshots, and eventually, Azalon snaps his fingers, and there's a wall that appears in between the both of you as both of you are mid swings, and he goes, all right, round 1 is over. Back to your corners.
You got him this time. It's all you.
And she's just kind of sitting there staring at you, giving you a good nod, good look. And she stands up, cracks her knuckles. Rengar just kind of looks at her, and then looks over at you. And then Azalon looks at both of you. And he snaps his fingers and he dives out of the ring. Roll.
I shout in Draconic, you got this!
Gorthok does not understand that.
He still tried to say it in Draconic.
And then Rengar and Draconic, actually, Goliath, that's her corner, looks at you, and in Draconic he shouts, yeah, he does.
Yeah, he does.
Roll.
I did 22.
Okay, 3.
Oh, motherfucker.
So,
good round, though. Good round.
so this one is actually a lot more evenly matched between the both of you. As the both of you hit each other shot for shot, block for block, shot for shot. And then eventually, as a few minutes goes by, all right? Aslan snaps his fingers again, and a wall in the middle. And she kind of walks back over to her corner, looks at Rengar, looks over to you, she looks at Rengar, and she sits down.
Gorthok type of woman.
I just like kind of like wipe the blood off his face a little bit. Okay, you know what? Keep it there.
Round 3. Roll.
Woo! 22.
So dramatic.
I was gonna say it's very.
As you put all the books away and close all the drawers. Yeah. Gorthok. Couple of shots from her. A couple of shots from you. But you see the opening.
Jesus.
And she...
Gorthok is going to grab her and keep her up.
All right, big boy. And she kind of just leans into you and wraps her arm over your shoulders. And Rengar just stands up. And in Orcish, he shouts out to you, Gorthok. Don't break her too much. And he walks away.
God.
And he walks away.
Oh. Gorthok is just going to grab her, flee her up, and land on top of her.
There you go.
In the middle of the bar.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. And it's at this point, is it also at this point that everybody's kind of like, yep, all right. And then the Knight Commander just looks at the both of you. Go get a room. And he puts his hand on both of you and casts a spell. You two are no longer in the middle of this field. You're actually in a room inside the Silver Dawn. He said enough of this. And just bamfs you both there. You have an entire guild hall that is empty.
Send him to the guild hall. Like
He sent them to the guild hall.
Did they come in riding on a lightning bolt too? Back to the guild hall?
Just about, yeah.
Oh my god.
The best
So there's
Uber
that.
ever.
So there's that. Yeah, he got the speedway home. he hit the speedway with no traffic.
Gorthok goes, that's the fastest thing about tonight.
All right. That being said, there's only one more thing of business that has to get taken care of. Dexy. Sitting on the edge of the forest between Byroad and... What are you thinking? What are you doing?
Dexy's just kind of thinking about the whole day, everything literally that's happened in the last 2 days.
Mm-hmm.
And he's just trying to breathe through it and kind of pictures Damien. Not pictures, but just kind of tries to use his vibes to summon him.
And what happens is that you don't summon him, but you get sent to him. And you are sitting at a table. And you hear footsteps come towards you. A couple minutes go by, and as he sits down, you see him. Damon sits in front of you. Can I not find this now? Whatever. There it is. He sits down in front of you, and he waves his hand over a deck of cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. lays in front of you are 2 queens, Jack, a king, 7, a 5, and a 10. And he looks at you.
Real quick, would you read those off again?
Queen, queen, king, jack, 10, 5, 7.
That's what I thought I had.
Yep. And he looks at you and he says, "You are very interesting. I know our time together has not been very long. And also, I would like to also apologize to you. You don't know very much about me. But then again, I don't know much about you."
Nobody really does. So don't take it personally.
Right. And that brings me to why I brought you here. You see, what I told you once before is the power that I've given you, and he motions over to the cards, be taken away. And he waves his hand over the cards. As they all disappear, you feel yourself weaker, drained, like something's missing.
I don't like this.
No, I wouldn't expect you did. And he waves his hand back over the table to where the cards were, and they reappear. And you feel like yourself again. He goes, "Do you like the cards that have been dealt to you?"
But
I think I know what you mean. And I mean, yeah, I'm eternally grateful for all the gifts that I have, but I'm not happy with what I've been able to do.
And what was it that you would like to do?
Well, you remember when I used my Eldritch Blast to knock that one dude like away, so to stop that teleportation spell, because that's really all I can think of.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, probably also noticed that I had this little issue where we all had this issue when that drow guy he fucking got away, man. He got away. And I can't stop thinking about it, and everybody else is just having a really good time, and I'm sure they're like worried about it too. But like, I want to be able to stop that from happening. I want. There's got to be a way to stop magic in its tracks, right?
There is.
Okay.
And he puts his hand on the king, and he slides it forward. So we keep that one then.
Okay.
What about the rest of your gifts? The rest of your cards?
Um.
What do you think would help you? What do you think you don't?
There are some things that I remember you teaching me that I haven't.
And he puts his hand on the 7. And he slides it forward. I'm keeping those 2. So I will tell you this.
Okay.
If you want to mark it down, the king.
Yeah.
Represent counterspell. Or actually, you know what? Specifically, the king of diamonds represents counterspell.
Okay.
The 7 of hearts represents slow.
Okay.
What about the rest of your gifts? What do you think?
Like I was saying, like there's just some things that I don't really use, and I feel like, if there are gifts that you think that I
I can think of many gifts for you.
Yeah,
I
I
have
mean,
many.
you're pretty powerful, man.
There are many things that I could give you. There are many things that I could teach you. It's just a matter of. And he looks, and he goes from looking at the cards to just looking at you straight in the eyes. What is it that you think?
I think that I still need to be able to move quickly.
And he holds up the 10 of diamonds. He spins it. This one currently just allows you to move quicker. But would you rather have it be more effective?
Can't imagine anyone who would say no to that question. Yeah.
Fair point.
Yeah.
And he spins the card around to where it faces him, where you see the back of it, and he flips it back over.
That's not the card you just showed me.
No, this is different. What was before was a Misty Step. This allows you to move and strike with the force of thunder. Thunder Step.
Okay.
What do you think?
Understood. This is awesome.
And he puts it on the table and slides it forward. So there are 4 cards that remain in front of him. So how the table is set up is that it's a large enough card table. There are 3 cards that are pushed towards you. There's the 4 cards in the middle, and then there was the one that you gave up. The 10 of diamonds is in front of him. So what do you think? I tend to like this one, though. He shows you the Queen of Hearts. I tend to use this one quite a bit lately.
If it's what I think it is, then yes.
Sorry. Got a phone call.
Oh,
I don't know who's calling me at 11:30.
Please make sure all devices are on vibrate or
Right.
off before
Right.
streaming begins.
Right?
Didn't know someone called me this late at night.
I'm pretty sure I said that to start the stream. That's all I'm saying.
Which is, jump back into it. Queen of Hearts is Hex.
X.
Hex.
Oh. Yeah, that's kind of essential for me, especially because, and I'm not saying anything, but I mean, like, I can only do the Hexblade's curse that you gave me a few times. At least giving me another option. That was super helpful.
And he slides it forward to you. Understanding. Which brings us to these.
So, if I've used it recently, then I'll probably want to keep it. I really like that whole.
Tony, move away from the mic.
Just breathing it, yeah.
So far away.
He moves away
Wasn't-
from the mic to breathe.
Yes.
Chocolate rain.
I swear to God, I was singing that at work for the first time. and it's
Throwback.
such
Oh
such a
my
good song.
gosh.
Throwback.
Throwing it back with that one.
Right?
Chocolate rain.
Anyways.
All right, go on.
Anyways.
The I like that tentacle one.
And he slides over in front of you. The 5 of diamonds. This one.
That's arms.
That's Arms of Fedora, yes. And he picks up the Jack of Diamonds. And he spins it in his hand. You really don't like this one. I've never felt you cast it once.
Yeah, it's kind of, if it's what I think it is, one of those things where damage to the mind is like, it's just one of those things that I can't do.
What would you rather do?
I don't know. I mean, make my axes stronger, make it easier for me to not get hit. I don't know.
And he shakes the card. Going back to the deck. We will pull the...
You should learn street magic so you can do this.
I should, right? I know.
Right?
I really should. And I thought about that too as I was plotting this out. And I was like, oh man, that'd have been really cool. But shakes the card and he shows it in front of you. And it is the 7 of spades. And he says, what about making your weapons elemental? The axes.
That seems...
Or even your sword that you carry with you.
Do it.
Yeah, that seems highly useful. Especially because, like, you know...
And he slides it in front of you.
Like, fire. So what's that last one then?
This last one here is Hellish Rebuke. The Queen of Diamonds.
Yes.
And what tell you? Reaction. Reacting to what has been done to you. Doesn't seem like your forte.
Well, surprisingly, ever since you stabbed me in the chest with the first sword, I've been, trying really hard not to get hit so much, and it hasn't really helped so much. But the last couple battles, I did pretty good. I mean, I died.
And he smiles and goes, you have, yes.
But I mean, given the
However,
the chance that we could hit,
I believe we could do something better for you. He holds up Ace of Spades. What about the ability of being there? But not really. Making you a blur to those around you, trying to hit you.
that sounds really cool.
The Ace of Spades. Do it. I say do it. This is my opinion, but I'm not there.
They're not there. Nobody's there.
Yeah, no, but I mean, yeah, that sounds pretty amazing.
And he puts the ace down on the table. And he slides it over to you. This is the new hand that you've been dealt. If you ever feel the urge to reshuffle the deck, all you have to do is just think of this moment and this table, and you'll be brought to me.
Well, I'll try not to.
Please don't do it every single day.
I'll try not to.
Because I won't listen to you after a while.
Well, not for this. I mean, I'd like to, keep in touch a little bit more often. But because I am grateful. I was literally just ripping off carriages and stealing from, distilleries and just kind of being an all-around human being before. I mean, not all around. We met some shitty. Anyway, you said you wanted to talk about it, but we can get it sometime.
We will. Over a different setting.
It's not really fun being the only person without any kind of powers or skills. Everybody around
Well,
is incredibly skilled. So
now,
my life.
but now you have abilities that nobody else has. Kind of just fans out the cards in front of you. You will
I'm
do
literally
well.
gonna drive to Walmart after this game and buy like 6 decks of cards, so I never ever am without a fucking deck of cards ever. Okay, sorry.
And he hands them. He lines them up. He hands them to you. Do what you will, Dexy.
I like the way these feel. And then I yeah, nothing. I don't do anything. Nothing. I just kind of smile and say, "Thank you, Damien."
That's what I'm here for.
See you at the next level up. What? And then I blink and like think of going back to the.
And at that moment, as you blink once, twice, and you are sitting on the edge of the forest.
He walks over, like kind of behind a tree, and takes a piss real quick. Damn, big thunder outside just now. My bad, God. Shit. Damien came to my real life just now. Don't piss him. Okay.
No, that was more like Knight Commander.
Yeah, for real. Kind of spend a little bit of time out and then head into town to try and find any compadres and or a place to sleep.
It was at this point that the night has definitely started winding down. And the bar has somewhat shut down. So everybody's kind of just meandering now through town and finding places to sleep, whether if it is inside the town hall or if it is inside one of the tent setups. Yes. What's up?
Would I have been able to find Twig at some point? Would I have been able to have found Twig at some point?
Yes.
Just because I haven't talked to him since he left. Twig.
What was that?
Hey. I don't know.
I think at that point he'd probably have a lot to drink, so he'd be turning around.
So he's a bit sloshed.
What?
It's me, Al. I'm right here.
Oh, hello.
Hey, I just wanted to say that I'm sorry we didn't get there sooner for you. You know, I was real concerned when we didn't find you, and someone saw you go up there, and I wanted to drop everything and run, but it might have been wiser to wait until we were at full strength to be able to help you. Who knows what would have happened? But I just wanted you to know that whatever you went through, if you ever need to talk to someone about it, you know, I want to make myself available to you. I can't even imagine what happened. I saw a glimpse of it for a moment in the fray, but I couldn't imagine what he was doing to you for all that time. So just know that you've got a pair of ears here if you need them.
Oh, I appreciate it. I think for now I'm going to lay down.
Yep. Here, let me find you someplace to sleep. And I'll.
Are you gonna embrace him and be weird again?
No, I'm gonna just try and like kind of lead him and find a place for him to sleep and make sure he's all right, and then just, I don't know, just head back and hang around and observe, and then go to bed.
Okay. So I take it everybody's gone to bed.
Yep.
So as the night ends and morning comes, you hear everybody moving around. You hear the night commander. For those of you who would awake in the early hours of the morning, you all hear the night commander. All right, Silver Dawn. We're going home. and he gathers the Silver Dawn members, and he looks around. I take it the Queen's Congress is up at this point.
Sure.
Yeah. Twig and Dumpling very hungover.
Well, GORTHOCK isn't
Well, GORTHOCK's
there,
not there, so
Dexy's
yeah.
sobered up a lot since he left, so he's feeling just fine. Looking for everybody right now. Kind of like,
Yep.
hey everybody, I'm going to find some breakfast.
So
Has anyone seen GORTHOCK? I haven't seen him all morning.
Yeah, where's he
don't-
been?
and
Guys, we know what happens at nighttime. He's either cutting himself or he's
GORTHOCK,
Oh.
are you coming to breakfast? Does he hear me?
way too far away.
Okay, I'm gonna. Do I know that? Do I know that he's too far?
You don't know. You don't know that it doesn't click. And Azalon actually walks past you as he's gathering up a couple of things. He looks at you. Oh, your friend is already back home.
Home.
Western home.
Oh. What? He's not that
And
fast, is he?
And he just points at the Knight Commander.
Okay.
What? He was getting rowdy with one of the female members. I sent them back home.
Was he getting snoo? What was happening?
Death by snoo.
Probably. That's probably what was happening to him.
Well, I suppose we should go get him at some point then, right?
Well, I mean, we're all going home. Unless you planned on making a detour, then you could take your cart back. Otherwise,
If
Going
we're going to be
home.
moving that fast, that would be much more preferred.
and he looks over at Azalon and he points at the cart. Can you? Yes, Knight Commander. And he walks over and he draws some arcane runes in it. And you watch as the cart shrinks and shrinks and shrinks. And Aslan walks over and he picks it up. There we are. What's in his pocket? And he walks over. Then he walks over to the Knight Commander. All set, Knight Commander, whenever you're ready to leave. On your leave. And he looks around at everybody and you see that there are some new faces along with Fallon and his crew. You do see there are a couple of members. There were a couple of members of the Resistance in Byroden that did decide to join the Silver Dawn. They came along.
Do we see Clarissa anywhere?
Clarissa is actually one of the faces that is gathered around the Knight Commander.
Gotcha.
Jacoby, however, is not. He is standing on the outskirts of where everybody else is gathered, and he's looking over at his sister, holding onto his side. He looks at his sister, kind of just like, "We will miss you. You'll always have a home," kind of thing. Not trying to make it an extremely long goodbye. And then as you all are gathered, Silver Dawn, Knight Commander looks at you all. Queen's Congress. Welcome back home.
Oh!
And he drops his hammer onto the ground, and all of you blink for a minute. And you're in the center of Byroden, and you look and you blink a little bit. You look around. You are back home.
Yay!
Western.
Hooray!
You are back home in Western, and
We could buy things now.
and
I have
Better
no
stock
money.
up now.
and
Oh
with
yeah, how are we
that,
getting paid for all of this?
Is.
oh, we'll get
Says
to
you.
that. Oh, we'll get to that.
I was to say, which room did he get sent to?
Right. I remember I got sent back right into the town hall. Or the hall.
Into the guild hall itself.
Right, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Did they get sent back there?
They did not get sent back to a particular room.
Oh.
So all of you
Oh
are
no!
teleported in the center of Western proper, right outside the guild hall. The commander looks at you all. Welcome back home, Queen's Congress. And he And he stands up and he straightens himself out, puts his hammer over his shoulder. He pushes the doors open. The guild hall. Now, Gorthok, where did you two end up? Did you stay in?
I don't think that they wasted any time.
So, all of you walk in.
I rolled an 11.
A very naked, a very naked half orc with a very naked Goliath draped over him.
Oh God!
As they're both laying down in the center of the guild hall. Clothes are in every which direction. The Knight Commander just looks at you both and goes, "Clean up next time." And he steps over you, and he's making his footsteps loud enough to where the both of you wake up. And Gorthok, you and then you just see everybody from the Silver Dawn is standing at the front door. The door's wide open.
Dexy pulls out his notebook and starts sketching.
Oh God!
Like,
Trophy like one of your French girls.
Pretty much, that's exactly what happens.
Silas looks at Al, and he just goes, "What? Why is the floor sticky?"
Oh yeah.
Oh my gosh!
You know, I could have lived my whole life without seeing this, and I would have had a good one.
Your friends are weird, man. I'm just saying. Like, this is weird.
You know, they're special.
Hey, at least
Well, I
somebody
wouldn't
was
trade 'em
getting
in.
it around here.
And with that,
Real quick, Silas, do you trust me?
oh no.
Now is not the time for you to say this to me.
No, but do you trust me?
If I say yes, will you not hug me weird again?
I won't. I promise I won't hug you, but I might have to touch you.
I'm loving every minute of this.
Sure. I trust you.
Alright, I'm gonna touch him, and I'm gonna cast Feign Death.
Oh
What?
no.
So I touch a willing creature, which you have given me consent. And
You
you
said
are
you
put
trusted
into-
him.
You are put into a cataleptic state that is indistinguishable from death.
Oh my gosh!
You can use the action to touch the
That's
target.
what you
dismiss
get for
the spell.
talking shit this whole time.
What?
Oh
in the
right, I'm gonna
fuck?
go get him a room. He's tired. I'm gonna just pick him up and carry him inside.
As he just like punches him in the face, like.
And Azalon
And I lay him down.
Azalon hears watches all this happen, and he looks at you, Almanar, and goes,
Thank you. I'm starting to get the hang of this prank thing. And I just kind of walk him in, set him down, and I just kind of slap it in the face and end the spell. I'm like, I gotcha.
and Silas, you wake up in the Queen's Congress's room, which has been moved actually. As you start dragging Silas away, Aslan is actually pointing you in a different direction
Okay, I just follow where he points.
than the original room that you all had. The room that you all have now is
Oh, snap.
presidential suite.
Holy!
Oh, we got
You-
that
so
executive
you walk-
upgrade, baby.
So
Use
you
those
walk.
Marriott points.
So you he swings open the door for you, and it opens up into this beautiful dining room, living room area. There is a fire pit in the middle that has its own cut open in the ceiling. Everybody has their own rooms. There is an outside balcony that overlooks the courtyard. And as you all make your way into the room, Azalon looks at all of you and says, "The Knight Commander would like to extend his appreciativeness to all of you. Congratulations, Queen's Congress. You are the top-ranked team in the Silver Dawn."
GORTHOCK would like to go out to the balcony in all of his glory.
Yep. Yep.
Did
and-
I'm
Gorthok
just
put
gonna
on
say-
clothes before
No,
doing
no, he
this?
didn't.
No pan.
No, he
No
didn't.
pan.
Just letting his half orc swing around?
Yep. He rolled an 11.
He did roll
I,
an 11.
You rolled an 11.
I just kind of pat Silas on the shoulder and end the spell.
So, Silas, you wake up in this room. You remember being at the front door,
Mhm.
but now you're
I
in a
think-
room.
I think I gotcha. Is that how this works? I think, yeah. I'll let you be with Gorthok. Don't worry about it. I just kind of turn around and walk away.
So, and
I brought him out to the balcony, by the way. I don't know if I said
Yep.
that. He's out in the balcony.
I'm out in the
Um,
balcony?
Like, so I put you in a chair or something. I'm not gonna have you fall off. But
oh yeah, no, there are chairs outside.
Alright, I'm not as mad.
Just out the back.
No.
Not as mad.
Propped
So-
up on the railing.
Like
So,
weekend at
as
Bernie's, and I'm
you,
just like sitting
I was
there
just gonna
laying
say
down.
that, yeah.
so as all of you go into each one of the rooms, you notice that some of the actually all of the rooms are tailored to each one of you.
Oh.
Oh boy.
So, Almanar,
Yeah. I walk back to put my stuff down in my room.
your stuff is already there.
Oh. I look. Oh, yeah.
No, like the stuff that you the stuff that you left in the guild hall
Oh, I got you. The stuff has
is
been relocated.
is there. The stuff
Okay.
that all of your stuff that you all had left inside the guild hall when you left to go on this is now in
That's
each
so
one of
long
these
ago.
rooms. So, when you walk in, Almanar, you see that there is a small altar built for you for the Everlight in the corner, in one of the corners of your room. There's a bed. There, all of your stuff is there. There is a there's a picture of the Everlight herself on one of the walls as well, right above the altar.
Guess I'll just go and pay my respects at the altar real quick, as you do. And
Dexy.
Yeah.
You walk into your room and you find that there are bookshelves. Most of the bookshelves are empty, except for a few books that are on the shelf. And if you look through them, they're all empty. They gave you a way to catalog your journal and everything that you found. All of your stuff is there. Your bag that you originally came with to the Silver Dawn is there at the foot of your bed, untouched, unopened. Everything is there. Twig. You walk into your room, and there's not much in here, but the most notable thing that is in there is a small picture frame that is empty. It is on a nightstand right next to your bed.
I'm gonna take out the picture of my mother and slide it in the picture frame.
And it's a perfect fit.
That's what Gorthok said.
Gorthok. Eventually, when you finish
Doing your
shouting,
due.
shouting and showing all of your glory in the courtyard, and when eventually you decide to head inside of your room, clothes that were thrown asunder in the guild hall is all neatly there on the bed. But the bed is not an actual bed. It almost looks like what you used to sleep on back home. There is also a stone shrine with a bowl with the raven feather on top of it. Each one of these rooms is exactly tailored. Each and every one of you. Aura. Or when you walk into yours, there is also an altar to the Raven Queen sitting on one of the walls. There's also a few pictures in the room that are pictures of elven woods and the Feywild and all sorts of, and even there's a picture of the elemental plane of wind.
Amazing.
Silas, there's really nothing in your room because they didn't know what to expect from you.
Yeah, it's fine. I figured.
If you so desire, you can certainly go talk to either the Knight Commander or Aslan, and they can make arrangements.
Yeah, it's
They
good.
have a
It's
great
good way.
interior designer here, I will say.
I'm sure they do. I'll definitely have to talk to them.
Haruhi,
Yes.
when you walk into yours, there is 2 massive armoires on one of the walls. There's also a full body mirror next to it. They gave you, knowing your changeling ways, you can. There are all sorts of clothing, both feminine and masculine, and they gave you a full body mirror to determine what you want it to look like and what you want it to wear.
All right. I'm very pleased
And
and
the bed,
appreciative.
yep, and there's a very fancy bed in there as well.
Ooh, how decadent.
There is,
Decadent.
Yeah,
There's-
it's
Word.
like a cake.
and there is also a letter on the bed in a black envelope.
Oh,
Well, can I open the letter now?
Of course, you can.
Okay, so I rip that shit open and see what's.
And it's not a letter that comes out. What comes out is this little smoke that comes out, and then it materializes into a person. What you see
Oh.
in front of you is a half-elven man,
Okay.
the long black trench coat, the beard, and black slick back hair. Which crosses his arms. All right, I guess I gotta make stuff for you too, right?
I guess so.
Oh, that's awesome.
I'm sorry, where are my manners? Alexander Blackhand.
Nice to meet you, Alexander. What are you doing in an envelope in my bedroom, might I ask?
And he looks at
A
you
little
and goes,
kinky, but a little too kinky for my liking.
he looks at you and he goes, I have my ways of getting around things. I'm not all what you think I am.
Okay. Well, because I thought you were a peeping Tom for a moment, but
I'm actually a demigod.
oh, my liege, I'm so sorry.
Get up. I don't
My
know.
lord.
No.
Me
My
lord.
lord!
No, and he looks at you and just goes, no. No, if you want to revere, you pray to my mother, who's the Raven Queen.
Oh, okay.
I am the first son of the Raven Queen. I am known as the Forger. And he steps past you and steps into the room proper and looks around and goes, you guys have a nice setup here. To the point at which all of you, I'm sure, recognizing the voice, all go, the fuck?
What? And then everybody just rushes into my room.
No. He stepped out. He's now in the living room area.
Oh, in the living room. Okay.
And he just looks at, and then he turns and looks at you, Haruhi, and goes, well, I can make just about anything and everything. So tell me. And he sits down on one of the chairs, on a red velvet chair. He sits down, he leans in. What can I make for you? And that's where we're going to call it a night, guys.
What? No.
That was great.
Oh man.
All right. You love leaving it on a cliffhanger.
You get time to think about what you want.
No,
You get time
exactly.
to
I mean,
think.
I knew what I wanted, but yes,
You
but
get
I will
time to
think
think.
about it. Yes.
Definitely think about it. I do have some ideas as to what I want to build for you and what I want to give you.
Okay.
But that doesn't mean that you cannot ask for what you want.
Okay.
And definitely say this though.
Mm-hmm.
Ask for advice from everybody.
Okay.
We've all
Okay.
been through this.
All right.
But with that being said, though, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching, and thank all of you guys for playing my game and enduring the madness. that I give you all.
Cleric bros.
Oh my god.
Ah!
Cleric bros.
Silas
Yeah.
is like, no, fuck you. No brother of
Guidance.
mine, sir.
Guidance. Guidance high fives, yeah.
High fives all around,
Give it
guys.
up.
But with that,
Yeah, thank you for watching.
yes, definitely thank you for watching, and tune in next week, because just always remember, we will get to that.
Good night.
Good night, guys.
Good night.